Many people say we should use base 12. As it says on this Reddit post, Gizmodo in Science ABC, particularly for fractions and division, using fractions there, divide goods there, and then let's see if it's true. So now I'll be googling up why should we use base 12. You can skip to another point in the video if you want to skip past the benefits that Google says there are. And that's the Reddit post. Using base 12, also known as duodecimal, offers potential advantages over the current base 10 system, decimal, because 12 is divisible by no more numbers. This makes calculations, particularly involving fractions again, simpler and more efficient. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the benefits. More regular fractions. Base 12 allows for easier division into halves, thirds, quarters, and sixths without resorting to complex fractions and decimals. Simpler arithmetic. Operations like multiplication and division become more intuitive with base 12, especially when dealing with fractions and multiples. Historical usage, like a dozen, 12 inches and a foot, means it's practical. Grouping and organization, base 12 provides more flexibility in grouping objects because of more factors and potential for easier learning. Base 12 could lead to a more intuitive understanding of mathematical concepts for children. However, the main arguments against it would be habit and inertia, because we've used base 10 for thousands of years and we have 10 fingers on our hands. Digital technology means we might need a more fundamental shift to accommodate base 12, and lack of universal adoption would take a while for most people to use it. In summary, while base 12 offers potential benefits in terms of mathematical efficiency and the simplification of fractions, the ingrained use of base 10 in the technological landscape make a complete transition unlikely. But here comes the exciting part. I'm going to prove this by calculating the fractions from 1/2 to 1/25 in both base 10 and base 12. You can do this at home if you want, but I just use a calculator. Here's a very quick time-lapse of me doing it. I also published a longer video of me doing this, so you might want to watch that. It's very funny, and there's some things that you won't expect. I really recommend you watch that, but not right now. We have some more fractions to calculate, and I'll be finished. And now this is me doing it in base 12, and there's another time-lapse. This one was more standard. I've deleted the funny cuts for this one, sorry. But I'll be finished very soon. And thank you to Fulcrum Alpha. It's the only website that allowed me to calculate so many digits and find the repetitions. But this is not sponsored. It's the grand finale. I'm now going to add up the decimals and add up them for all the fractions. And let's see, which is better, base 10 or base 12? Base 10 has 320 digits. Base 12, 329 digits. It looks like base 10 is the winner, as you can see in my table. But hold on, base 12 isn't about the efficiency of fractions, it was about being easier, meaning more terminating decimals, which means decimals that stop. So I calculated decimals to 1/100 and manually checked if they terminated or not. And you can see I've added totals after every 25, those are in red. And now I have the 1 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, and you can see 8 versus 10, 11 versus 14, 12 versus 17. Base 12 is always in the lead. And the grander finale, good that you stuck on, 14 and 19. Base 12 is a lot better, about 35.7% better compared to 2.8% worse in the decimal round. But it's not that simple. Read the caveats that come up next to learn more. Base 12 would be in a larger multiplication table, but it would be more efficient and intuitive for learning it. Also, division would require that multiplication table, but less steps, as base 12 has more digits. And the next caveat is decimal to fraction conversions are only the beginning. Percentages would also be easier with base 12, while addition and subtraction and everything else would remain mostly the same. It would be difficult to transition to base 12, though it would be good. Next time. It's not just about base 12 in the competition. Base 14, base 21, and even some others enter, as well as maths in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.